Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Moonday and I'm really happy to see you here. Today's reading is going to be about should you let them go? It could be about basically anyone and everyone in your life. It doesn't have to be any type of romantic connection. It could be, well, you know, a friend or like some kind of toxic friend that you have been wondering for a while, you know, if you should let them go or you should kind of stick to them, because, you know, in life there's tons of different connections that we are going to be experiencing. So obviously this is not only for romantic connections. It could be, obviously, but it doesn't have to be. So it is not going to be a super long reading. It is going to be more short and sweet, I believe, because only one oracle deck decided to work with me today, apart from my tarot cards. So there is not some crazy super in-depth messages. I think we'll see, because I don't know what is actually going on within those groups yet. So this is a general message. Please remember that and take whatever does resonate and just simply leave the rest. Also, if you don't like this type of videos, you can always click off of this and just find the content somewhere else that you will enjoy so much more. So please remember, no harsh feelings. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know how do these kind of readings work, we've got 3 groups of cards. This is going to be group number 1 with the Citrine, group number 2 with the Sodalite crystal, and group number 3 with the green Aventurine. So you can pause this video right now, you can meditate on your choice, you can pick by a stone, by number, but always remember to listen to your intuition, and in the end just pick whatever like calls out to you the most. And whenever you're ready, all the timestamps are going to be in the description box down below, so you can go there anytime and just go straight to your group. Okay, so that's it for the intro, and I'll see you in a moment in your group. Hello group number 1, I hope you're doing well. So this is the Citrine group, and today's question is, should you let them go? Group number 1, well, I'm not gonna lie, the message here is quite clear to me. The first thing we've got from the oracle says, I choose love no matter what. However, what I'm getting here first is a little bit more of the self-love. This is the first thing you should be focusing on. There is some type of connection. The person you're asking about, it is the connection that is not really serving you. This is what I'm getting. It's not for your highest good. It is the time to let that person go. I feel like you felt for a long time that you know, this connection is basically dead anyways, and there is, maybe you have not really been in contact for a long time, maybe you have not seen each other for a long time, but you were kind of trying to have this little bit, like this little ray of hope, you know, or find hope somewhere inside of you that everything is going to be fine and you will reunite and everything is going to be different from now on. However, with this card here, I'm getting that you should let this connection go. You should let it die from natural causes, if you know what I mean. So you can't really revive what you've had before with that person, whether that's like a romantic connection or a friendship or a family member or anything like that. I'm getting that this is right now the time for you to focus more on yourself, to focus on what you wanted to do for a long time. With this 3 of coins card here, with this 3 of Pentacles card, in this deck, it kind of shows me that you should be focusing on your hobbies, you should be focusing on your interests, you should be working on yourself right now, and it doesn't matter really what that is, you know, just do whatever makes you happy and do whatever makes you feel good about yourself. It is the time for you, group number one, to actually to get this chance to work on your skills, because I feel like a lot of you in this group have some manual skills mostly that are either going to bring you a lot of money in the future, or are going to bring you just in general a lot of happiness and a lot of you know, relax and things like that. Because for example, if it's painting, you know, you don't really have to sell your painting, but maybe this is something that normally helps you relax. And you know, if you had a difficult day and then you're gonna just go and just, you know, at least work, I don't know, half an hour on something, then you know, it is going to help you kind of release that negative energy and that difficult energy that you've been kind of collecting for the whole day, throughout the whole day. So it is definitely this you time, but group number one, don't give up, because with this Ace of Cups over here, there is something on the horizon. Whether you know that already or maybe you don't realize that yet, because I feel like this is most likely this is a timeless video, so it doesn't matter when are you watching this, but it is most likely the time frame of 1 month that I'm getting for you, that something is going to appear on the horizon, some type of new connection. If it was a romantic connection you've been asking about before, then know in about a month's time there is going to be a new romantic connection coming your way. If you have been asking about friendship, then you are going to meet someone who is actually going to be a great friend of yours, you know, someone that is really going to understand you on a very deep emotional level. So group number one, the general message I've got for you is literally to choose love no matter what. This obviously could go in so many levels, that message, you know, to first of all, to love yourself first, and always remember that, you know, you need to remember about your highest good in here, because if you know this connection is not serving you, it makes you feel unhappy and sad, and the other person is doing something that crosses your boundaries, then this is not coming from the place of love. This is not coming from this is not serving your highest good. So you need to choose basically what is going to be better for you in the long run. Also focusing a little bit on yourself, like I said before, because I feel like a lot of you have been giving out and giving out and giving out, and you know, you have kind of almost burnt out yourself a little bit. So it is time to relight that flame again and focus a little bit more on yourself. Focus on the activities you love doing, the hobbies that maybe you didn't really have time to do before because you were putting somebody else as you know, your number one, and then you were kind of, you yourself were number two for your own self. So this is what I'm getting for your group number one, and I do hope you did like this, and it was helpful to you as well. So if you did like it, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post new video every Friday. Also leave me a comment, tell me how it did resonate with you. I love reading your comments, guys, and thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Hello group number two, I hope you're doing well. So this is the Sodalite group, And today's question is, should you let them go? So like I was saying before, it doesn't have to be 100% any romantic connection. It could be friendship, it could be basically any type of connection in your life. So the very first general message we have is, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And for you, group number 2, I feel like you have been seeing, or you were trying to see the world through the lens of love for a very, very long time. And for some of you, obviously it works when it comes to a lot of situations, but when it comes to some people, sadly, it doesn't really work for your highest good. What I mean is that when you're trying only to focus on positive, you might not see a lot of red flags that people are sending you. You might not, well, you might actually see them, but you might choose not to see them, all right? So you might choose not to pay attention to that. You might choose not to believe in that. You might choose to think, okay, well, this person is very negative and they like bringing me down and they always insult me, but I prefer to focus on their positive qualities because maybe they're great at cooking or something like that. But because of that, I feel like a lot of people have been taking advantage of you and on your soul, basically, and because you're so good and you're trying to stay positive and help people as well, because you just want to see beautiful things in life and you just want to see positive things in life. Like I said, these things sadly happen when other people will take advantage of you if you choose not to see what the reality is. So what I'm getting for you also, group number 2, is that the person you're asking about is actually very, very, very toxic. You know, the connection you've had is or was very toxic for you guys. And I'm getting that you are kind of realizing that because we've got the devil in reverse. So you're realizing that and you're trying to get yourself out of this situation, get yourself out of somebody else's control. But it is also very difficult for you because I feel like you are trying to believe that person was giving you the stability and safety, which is not the case for you guys. They were not really doing that to you. It's quite opposite. They were destroying your stability, they were destroying your safety, they were destroying your sense of security as well. So this is not something that was serving you at all. What I'm also seeing is that you have been maybe planning in the past to actually take some action towards leaving this person or cutting the connection, cutting the cord with them, and you have always been failing. You know, when I see this 2 of Wands in reverse, especially in here, I feel like you have been failing for some reason. Maybe they were coming back to you and they were convincing you that they have changed, that this time you're going to try harder, that this time is going to be different. You know, just give them another chance. Just think about all the things you have been through and stuff like that. And you were always thinking, okay, maybe they have really changed. You were trying to believe in them. You were trying to trust them, so they would regain your trust again. And in the end, once again, you would get so disappointed. But then again, I feel like this cycle have been going on and on and on for you guys. So what I'm really getting for you, group number 2, it would have been the best thing for your own self to actually let go of them. I'm not saying that from now on you can't see the positive things about people, but this is kind of like a lesson for yourself. You need to see not only the positives and look at the life through rose-colored glasses, or however the saying goes, but you need to see the reality, because the world is sadly not only love and light. The world is full of shadows and full of difficulties and full of people who are not always wishing you well. I know sometimes it's hard to grasp, but this is how it is, sadly. So not everyone is always going to do everything with love. Some people are going to do things because of jealousy, because of envy, because of greed, because of tons of different things. Because, you know, like I was saying, it's not only love and light. You might try to focus on love and light, and you might try to be only love and light, but you also need to sometimes see that reality is not always so beautiful. You can work on, you know, creating like a proper healthy boundaries for yourself. There's a lot of books about it, you know, there's a lot of courses about it, you know, how to create healthy boundaries, how to protect yourself. There's a lot of books on that, on like protection rituals, protection magic. You can wear protection crystals and stones. Because I feel like you also need to get a little bit more grounded, because I feel like you're kind of floating a little bit above the ground. That's why you don't really see, you know, what the truth is about some people and some events. So you need to get a tiny little bit more real. I don't want you to get hit by the reality, because I feel like you guys are very sensitive, and you know, you might be very delicate and you know, empathic as well. So I don't want you to get hit by the harsh reality. That's why you need to learn how to see what things truly are. And honestly, this connection that you're asking about, just let it go. Just let it go. Don't feel sad about it, and just move on. And just try to forget about it, or just take whatever you can from it as a lesson, but don't focus too much on it. And don't give it your energy, because you're going to feed it even more. And this is what you don't want to do. Alright, group number 2. This is all I've got for you today, and I do hope it was helpful. And if you did like it, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post new video every Friday. And leave me a comment. Tell me, how did it resonate with you? I love reading your comments, guys, so please do so. And thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Hello group number 3, I hope you're doing well. So this is the Green Aventurine group, and today's question is, should you let them go? And the first general message for you guys from the oracle is, my capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. So I do feel like some of you are in this very difficult situation where you might not be in like a real proper contact with the person you're asking about. You might, or maybe you have been in some type of argument with that person, and now you don't speak because of that. Maybe something separated you. Because different things obviously happen in life, so it's difficult to say what exactly happened to you, because, and this is once again a general reading. But I feel like group number 3, you're kind of holding a little bit of a grudge towards the person, and you're also a very prideful person. So you're somebody who is kind of like, I am not going to reach out to them first. They need to come to me. They need to apologize for what have they done, and then maybe I will take them back. And I feel like for you, group number 3, it is a lot of romantic connection going on here, because we've got the Lovers, we've got the Empress, and they are indicating to me more romantic type of connection than anything else. However, what I'm getting for you, the message from the universe is that you're surrounded by the energy of love, and you're surrounded by you know, the energy that kind of like a field, like a magnetic field, that you're still bringing that person back. You know, it might take longer than you think, but I feel like you should not really let go of this connection. You should not give up on this connection, because this is something very important to you, and it is a very significant connection in your life, and I feel like it will be significant for you as well in the future. What you need to do, however, is to learn how to be a little bit more compassionate towards yourself and towards this other person. You also need to learn how to forgive that person and yourself, because it could be tons of different scenarios going on here, obviously. But you need to learn how to forgive, and you need to learn how to be more compassionate towards each other, towards yourself, you know, towards people in your life in general. With the Lovers card here, this is something I'm getting that is really divinely guided. You might not really feel about it. I mean, feel it right now. You might be hesitating. You might be thinking like, oh yeah, you know, like divine connection. But we're not talking now, or something like that. It could involve somebody that you are married to, or you're in some type of like a separation, or you know, you're engaged to, or you were engaged to this person. You know, but I feel like, you know, this connection is really worth fighting for, and you should just not give up on it. Because I do feel like there's a lot of this energy of love, like I was saying, surrounding you and whoever you're asking about. There's a lot of like this beautiful energy, but there's also some type of anger I'm getting around it. So I don't know what happened to you guys, but I feel like you should definitely not give up on this. There is a big opportunity for you as well coming in this connection as well, you know. And when I see the Empress and when I see the Lovers, I do feel like you either will be or you are I've lost the word the official partner of that person, you know. So I feel like even if you might be separated and you're not really talking to each other, when they are talking about you to their friends or family or anything like that, they're still calling you by the title that you guys gave each other, whether it's like a wife, husband, fiance, or girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, whatever, you know. They're still using that title towards you. They're still, you know, when they're like talking with their friends about you, they're still saying like, oh, my wife, or oh, my husband is this or that, my girlfriend is this or that, or that, my boyfriend, I don't know, likes this, or, you know, my partner is really good at cooking or something like that. So they're still doing that, they're still using that, and then they're kind of realizing, you know, that for some reason you guys have been separated, and they get sad, and I'm getting they get upset, you know, because of that, and they just don't know what to do. I also feel that when we have this Ten of Wands, that this connection was not easy, and in the future it's also not going to be easy, because you know what, very often the true, like, I don't know, the true twin flame, soulmate, however you want to call it, you know, but this type of connection is not always easy. It's difficult to get there. It's difficult to kind of connect with each other, you know. The journey is always very long and very difficult, and I mean, not always, but very often, you know, it's quite long, it's difficult, it's gonna make you tired, it's very often make you think whether you've made a good choice, whether this person is worth doing this all for, whether this person is worth all the stress and you know, all that emotions, sometimes not always positive, that are coming through you. But you know, the thing is, it is all worth it. You know, you just need to be willing to put a lot of work towards it. But I feel like this is so worth it, and this is definitely not something you should give up on. When I feel like when the right time comes, you will be able to forgive yourself, forgive that person, and you will be able to move on. But right now, I'm getting that you need to work on that. You know, right now you need to kind of focus on yourself and work on that. You know, there's a lot of people who offer the services of like emotional healing, or you can do it yourself. You know, you can meditate, you can practice maybe yoga, you can do a lot of things, you know, to learn how to kind of work on yourself, you know, overcome your shadows, overcome the difficulties you're facing, or even like all the mental blocks that you're facing. And once, I feel like once these obstacles, you know, behind you, once all of these blocks have been overcome by you, this connection is going to flourish again. You know, you're gonna open up to each other again. Just I feel like it's just not worth giving up on this. Because there's a lot of like a good, positive, happy future for you guys. But I feel like right now, especially you're just not ready to talk to your person yet. You know, like be honest with what happened, because you haven't forgiven them, you haven't forgiven yourself yet, and that is necessary for you to be able to move on with your person. So yeah, group number 3, this is all I've got for you, and I hope it was helpful to you guys. And if you did like it, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post new video every Friday, and leave me a comment. I love reading your comments, guys, so please do so. And thank you so much for being here once again, and I'll see you in the next video.